Hello everyone and welcome to Aurora Racing League here for the Belgium Grand Prix, the Tier 2 race with your host Piney Penguin. So let's get this show on the road. Got 10 drivers today, so we'll see how they all shape up in this qualifying. Short qualifying like normal. So we'll have to see which of the drivers is out on track. Oh, we've got a couple leaving the garage. We've got a Sauber leaving the garage and an Aston Martin leaving the garage. Are literally pushing each other out of the pits. We've got Rabs and RT both coming out of the pits first. It looks like these two are first on track, so I don't see any other leavers. Oh, I see McLaren leaving the pits, and it is Mickey. Mickey is leaving the pits. So other than that, no one really out. Looks like RT and Rabs. Oh, Rabs just lagging backward there. Looks like Rabs and RT are already starting racing, and they're only on their outlaps and already started a race. Seems kind of interesting. We've also got other McLaren out of the pits, and we've got Babatunde also out. Oh, we've also got D-Swag also out of the pits as well. We've just got Snipes, Gunner, and Potters just left in the pits. Probably need that one. Wrong button. It looks like RT Meat is going to be the first one to start a lap. As going to the bus stop chicane now. Now, obviously, now they'll put their foot to the floor, DRS open, up to turn 1. Oh, we do have an Alpine leaving the garage at the wrong time. Needs to get out of the way of this Aston Martin. Those below late. Upper Rouge we go. And down the I forget some of these the track. You know what? I'm gonna have to look the track up. Yep. Annoy me if I don't, because I don't want to miss all them. Oh, and RT has already invalidated their lap. So we'll go on board to Rabs, who's also invalidated. We next go to Mickey, probably. Yep. Next is Mickey, then his team. There we are on board with Mickey as they're finishing their first flyer as they come up to the bus stop chicane. See now, foot to the floor, DRS open, up to the line. What's it going to be? And it's a benchmark of 126.7 on medium tyres, which I didn't notice. Now a bit down to his next across the line, who's on the soft tyre. Vossi across the line, pretty much 3 seconds faster, does a 1:43.0. And next be Babatunde will be next across the line. Does a 44.5. That is a Potters coming out the last corner sliding around. I believe. No, it's Gunner, isn't it? Oh, it's not Gunner. It is. It is decent. Across the line. Goes into P2. A second off Vossi. And next will be the Ferrari of Jacob as they stop chicane. Jacob beats D Swag, goes into second, currently on the second row of the grid. RT on a. Yep, they're not invalidated. Got Snipes right behind them. Press the 7 as person crosses the line. RT of 9. Slowest. Snipes. It's only just faster than Gimme, but Snipes is on the medium tyre. Gunner is now just starting their lap. Potter. This one I can't launch them on. Oh, but big snap there for Potters! What happened there? Just a big snap of oversteer for Potters and into the barrier, so they will take no further part in this qualifying. That is unfortunate. But who was that passed him? They'll be going on to Gunner now, who's on a lap. They're just coming down to Puon. Nice, looking nice and tidy through that. As they come through 13, 14, 15, 16. Looking very good here is Gunner. We'll have to see where this time will take them. As they're coming up to through Blanchemont now. Up to the bus stop chicane. As he's passing the slow Snipe. Gunner gunning it out the last corner. Up to the line. Goes P5 for the time being. Rabs is on an out lap. Yeah, it was Snipes. Snipes is looking to do another lap then on these tyres. So we'll have to see what Snipes can do. Obviously now Gunner will have to get out the way of Snipes. We'll have to see how much faster is Gunner gonna go in this first sector. Oh, Babatunde's improved their time up to P2. The Snipes on immediate tyres 3 times faster. So 3 tenths faster would put them in the 45s on medium tyres. But they're on the medium tyres. Now who is that going very sluggishly out on track? I think it's Gunner. Yeah, Gunner's going a bit sluggishly. Has Gunner run out of fuel or something, or was just kind of fuel save? Anyway, go back on with Snipes as they're going through 16. A full second up on their last time. So Snipes with a full, I think it's 1.3 faster. They should go above Gunner. We'll see how much faster they go on the soft tyre when they do strap the softs on. Snipes coming up to the bus stop chicane, looking nice and tidy. No spin at coming at last corner, up to the line, and they do a 44.7 on the mediums. So if that's what they can do on the mediums, I'm scared to see what they can do on the soft tyres when they slap them on. That is a very good lap. Right on board of Rabs, who's the only driver not to set a lap and is on a flyer. As they come through 15, 16, 13, 14, 15, 16. Looking very nicely there. Little more curb than they wanted to take there, realistically. Up they come through Blanchimont. Up to the bus stop chicane. Williams of Gunners getting out of the way. I assume Gunners fuel saving to try and do another lap. But Rabs into the last couple cut, into the last bus stop chicane. Foot to the floor. DRS flies open across the line, and it's P2. 3/10 off of Vossi. So that's a good show there for the Sauber driver. Like, Gunner is in the pits. Jacob's on a lap, so we're right on board with the Ferrari man. Also, RT's on another lap as well. Probably one that'll try and go a bit faster. As they come, go Jacob up Rouge, down the Kemmel Street. How much of an improvement is it going to be for Jacob in this first sector? Oh, they're down, unfortunately. Jacob is down in the first sector. That is unfortunate. And Jacob has invalidated. That is unfortunate. A ride on board of RT then, see if they can go faster. Oh, and RT's invalidated. Bossy is an outlap. Bossy started a new lap. Down the Okay. Wasn't paying attention to what if Vossi was up in the first sector. Find after short-lived, they're up in the middle. We've got just over 3 minutes left this qualifying left to go. And we've still got a couple of people who have not really gone faster in their starting time. Well, Miki will have to try and set a better time. Vossi is 4/10 up in the middle sector. It looks like Vossi is on course to do a lap in the 42s. We'll have to see if Vossi's dominance is going to carry on going and make it 5 in a row today. as they're coming up through the bus stop chicane. Close to invalidation and riding the curb quite a bit. Up to the line. 3/10 improvement, instant 42. Good lap there from Bossy. Nope. Miss this. D-Swag has just crossed the line. Gonna run on their soft tyres. Only gone 0.8 faster. So maybe if they've put enough fuel in, they could go for another run. Baba Tunde. Probably not going to be able to set another lap. But it's slower. Vicky finally come out of the pits and is going for out lap. Just about 1.5 minutes left of the session, so Mickey, Jacob and Rabs better hurry up if they want to set laps. Because the track here at Spa-Francorchamps is, it takes roughly about 1:40 to get round the lap. Well, 1:45 to get round the lap. Obviously, Mickey, Jacob and Rabs is going to have to chop others. They're not going to make it. I think Rabs may not make it. I think Jacob's could be on the bubble. Like, Mickey's definitely going to make it like a whole minute. So I think Mickey's going to be fine. I think Jacob might be fine. Also, Rabs has got, oh no, Rabs has gone past him, so the Rabs is listening to the stream and putting his foot to the floor. Mio Raikkonen is literally going for the bus stop chicane now. Let's see what the McLaren man could do as they slided into the first corner and clattered the wall at the source. So that's not a good start for Mickey. Not a good start at all. Clattering the wall there. 16 seconds to remain. If people want to set another lap, they their last chance to do so. Unless you're Vossi and D-Swag, then your quality is done. Yep, and because of that small whack on the wall, Mickey is down on their time. That is a huge mistake for him. But we're right on board, see if they can go faster in the middle sector and regain the time they lost. And it'll be straight onto Rabs, who's in P2, and then straight to Jacob after. They're both on flyers. Oh, Rabs is retired. Let's just go to Jake. Retired on track, so he must have been down on his time. But if you're going to retire the car, please do not do it in track. It screws it up for everyone else. So Rabs is not going to improve. Mickey is about 6/10 up on their previous time. Obviously, their previous time was set on the medium tyre. Let's see what Mickey can do as they're coming through the last sector now. That Aston Martin may get in the way. Aston Martin is clear out the way. Through the bus stop chicane goes Mickey. Babatunde up to third. Mickey across the line. Proves on their time, but not their position, so they stay P8. I think that is it, unless Jacob has something to say about his time. Will Jacob get a pass above Snipes and D-Swag? Oh, bit of an issue there in the last couple of corners, but over the line they are slower, so that is it. Qualifying. So it'll be Vossi and Rabs started on the front row. Baba and Snipes will start on row 2. Swag and Jacob will have row 3 together. Gunnar and Miki will have row 4. And then RT and Potters will have the final, well, the 5th row of the grid. Obviously Potters started at the back. Now we just have to wait for the Alpine's car to be pushed in the garage before. session unless that Alpine B is kind enough and retires his car. There we go. So obviously Mickey started lower down than they would have hoped. There's your final classification. Bossy about 6.5 tenths faster than second place man Rabs, and Babatunde was the only other person to be under a minute off of Vossi's time. Now we'll go on to the race. We'll have to see what people can do. Now we're just waiting for people to finalize their setups, finalize their race strategies, and then obviously we should have a formation lap. As I forgot to put it on, that is, and then we'll be able to get this race underway. Have a formation lap. So it'd be interesting to see what people started. So we'll just get that on. So we've got Mickey starting on the hards. Bossy, Babatunde, and D-Swag all started on the mediums, where everybody else on the grid is starting on softs. So I assume Mickey's gonna do a hard to soft strat. Probably gonna go long in this. I assume 50% race. The 50% race will be 22 laps. The hard should obviously easily do about, say, about 8 laps. Softs, if you're starting on the soft, should do about 7 to 9 roughly. I'm just guessing. I've not raced at Belgium yet. It's in other races, other league races. Okay. Or it just comes with the possible race strategies on my screen. So it says the softs can make 10 laps, and then it's and then it was like 14 laps for the mediums if you start on softs, or you could do to lap 9 on the softs and then come in for hards on lap 9 and you do hards. But I think the hards can definitely go quite long. The hards could probably last forever here at Bar-Francorchamps. See, we're on the formation lap and Vossi decides to, I want a big lead from everyone else. So he's got like a massive gap. Probably take off the fire graphic. Vossi lagged backwards there a little bit. We'll have to see how this race goes for everyone. As the drivers starting to line up on the grid. So Vossi lines up on pole, Rabs in P2, Babatunde in 3rd, Snipes 4th, Swag 6th, Swag 5th, Jacob 6th, and Snipes has gone a bit over the boards, then Gunner, Mickey, RT, and then Potter's at the back of the grid. So here we are then. Here we are for 5 red lights. 5 lights are on. And out and away we go for the Belgium Grand Prix. It looks like it's a good getaway from Rabs in P2 as he tried to go around the outside of Vossi at turn 1, leaving plenty of space for the McLaren driver. But looks like Babatunde was going to have a look down the inside, and Rabs into the leaders race already ahead of Vossi before the Eau Rouge. And up we go, Eau Rouge, and they're keeping really close together, the front lot. Gunner's already lost a few places, but Mickey's got, Vossi's got a massive run on Rabs and up the field, and Rabs lost 3 places on the first straight there. So Rabs has dropped from 1st down to 4th, being overtaken by both Alpines, and there's contact between Snipes and Rabs, and there was a front wing being thrown out in the air there. Don't know who that was from. I think that was from not Snipes. D-Swagger's lost a wing. Let's see if we can see as we come down into Pouon. It looks, no, it's not. It's not. Oh no, it's Jacob has lost the front wing. So Jacob must have hit Swag. So Rabs, after having a good start off the line, getting round the outside of Vossi into turn 1, has a, don't know what happened to Rouge, but they were really slow. And we got RT spinning. We've got Potters, Gunner who was spun. RT's now had a semi-spin. Mickey's like all over the back of Jacob, who's all over the back of Swag, even though Jacob has front wing damage. Bossie's already got a full second to the Alpine duo of Babatunde and Snipes. And then Rabs is right behind the Alpine duo. And D-Swag has lost a bit of time to them. We'll have to see if Jacob tries to go flying down the inside at La Source. We'll have to see. Obviously, DRS now enabled, so maybe they would just wait until the DRS line. Obviously, as well, Jacob is on the faster of the 3 compounds, and Mickey's already dropped off a second off of these 2. So, but looks like Babatunde is within a second of Vossi, but not close enough. But realistically, we should be staying on both of these, the Ferrari and the VCAB. As Jacob looks to go sailing around the outside of D-Swag up into P5, even with that front wing damage. The front wing damage does not seem to be affecting him at all. And Mickey slowly caught back up to these guys. But there's the front 4 now are all within a second of each other. We'll have to see if Jacob can catch up to him. If he does, he will bring D-Swag along for the ride. Obviously, he's got 1.6 seconds to Rabs. Oh, Snipes going a little bit wide there on Pouon. Got to be careful at Pouon because you get it all mixed up. You could end up in the wall because it's a high-speed corner and there's barely any curb there now. If you touch the grass is deadly in this game, as I've discovered before at the Australian Grand Prix. But it looks like Vossi's got built a big gap to Babatunde in second, who's going to be under pressure, a lot of pressure from his own teammate. They've almost dropped Rabs. It's in P4. And looks like they have dropped Rabs. Rabs is outside the 1 second window. Vossi with a new fastest per race, 46.3. Yeah, it looks like the Sauber has lost DRS to the Alpines. Now the question is, will Snipes look to make a move on his teammate on the Kemmel Straight? Here we go into a Rouge. And we've got another spin. We've got a small spinner at the back. That looks like it's Potters again. It looks like Snipes will try to get the move on his done on his Alpine teammate round the outside into turn 5. No, 4. Sorry, no, that is 5. And gets the move done. It looks like Jacob and Swag are fighting over 5th place again. Swag trying to get the move done, but just doesn't. Potters is looking very sluggish. And Potters is retired from the session, which brings out the virtual safety car. And I think Potters has retired on track because that dot is still moving. So that's gonna be I think, and they've also left the session. RT Tempos gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under the virtual safety car. Ooh dear, naughty naughty. So it looks like Rabs has also got back into DRS of the Alpine duo with the virtual safety car. And Vossi somehow has a 3-second gap to Snipes and Babatunde. And Jacob, they have a 3-second. Right, I have to delete a message, Twitch chat. So if that's when you're wondering why you tabbed out, I had to delete a message. So we've now gone racing. We've now gone racing again. Looks like Rabs has got back up into DRS under this virtual safety car restart. Obviously, Snipes is now 1.6 behind Vossi. Let's see if the Alpine swap places to try and catch up to Vossi in the lead. Obviously, Rabs is going to have DRS as well. Yep, I can see it in the background. Let's see if the Alpine swap places, but it doesn't look like it. They're just going to hold still for now. Obviously, Snipes is on the softer of the two compounds. Oh, Snipes almost lost it there. Almost lost it, so they're going to lose a little time to Vossi. Obviously, Vossi is on the mediums, Snipes on the softs. Babatunde's on the mediums. I think Rabs is also on the softs. And let me just get the lap data on it. Wrong button. He'll tell me. Babatunde's on the Rabs on soft, Jacob on softs, Swag on mediums. Mickey, I don't know why they started on the hards, but RT on softs, and then Jenna, who's at the back, also on the softs. But Vossi in the lead by 1.3 seconds now. There's the gap they have over Snipes and the two Alpines. Obviously, Rabs is now right on the back of the two Alpines. And then Jacob's like 4 seconds back off the road of these two, and then obviously D-Swag is another second behind. But wants to keep on board. Will the Alpine swap places into La Source? Well, Snipes had to give his teammate room as they go barge down the inside and La Source. So now obviously Snipes will get the DRS onto his teammate after a Rouge here. It looks like Rabs might have a helping of DRS as well, so I have to see what Rabs can do. Right on board with the Sauber, and they're going to blitz straight past almost both of them. But Snipes is right down around the outside of his teammate. It was like 3 wide into turn 5. But Snipes takes second place from his teammate, and Rabs gets unlucky not to get a place there. Because he had to take avoid action to avoid the Alpines. The Alpine duo was still staying together. D-Swag has caught up to Jacob a little bit. They're going to fight over P5 again. But Mickey is like 4 seconds back from the pair. Obviously, I think starting on the house is probably the wrong strat. But obviously, the race will come to... Oh, bit of a big slide there from Rabs out of that. And another one. And another. Oh, what's going on for Rabs here? 2 massive slides has now just dropped him out of DRS of the Alpine duo. Oh my god, so many things happened under just apps. Yep, there has been a lot. Vossi with a new fastest lap of the race after 5 laps of racing. 45.6, I think that said. I'll explain why they are 6 seconds up the road from Snipes, who's ahead of their teammate, and then Rabs is trying to get back with DRS if they didn't have the slides. Obviously, D-Swag has got back past Jacob, and Mickey has somehow caught a full second on these guys. Obviously, riding on board of the two Alpines, as they're going to do the old switcheroo again. Yep, Babatunde back into second, while Snipes falls in behind as they try to catch up to Vossi. The gap is 5.5 seconds. They might have done They might have overheated the rears with the spins. Yes, that. But we'll never know. Oh no, we'll never know. Because I cannot see tire temps as I'm just a spectator. Alright, now just my question is, anyone pitted yet? Let's have a look, see if anyone's pitted. No one has pitted. So our team must have served their drive-throughs, wondering why I thought they pitted. Sure, they were in the pits a few laps ago. So it looks like Babatunde's also now pulled out a full second on their own teammate. So Snipes may be struggling with the tyres, maybe. Snipes may be struggling with his tyres, maybe. Nope, they got back within DRS of their own teammate. Probably burning the battery to get back in DRS range to keep them away from Rabs. Obviously, all the other gaps are looking very mighty large. Like the only closest gap right now is these two Alpines, which I think Snipes is a bit too far back to maybe amount a move on the Kennel Straight. Never mind, I spoke too soon. Look at this gap. It's like 3 tenths, 2 tenths, a tenth of a second, and now goes Snipes up round the outside. Gets the move done. Snipes into P2. Like the only fighting is well, these two really ain't fighting. They're just doing the old switcheroo, trying to catch up to Vossi. But Vossi is just, I think it's just way too damn quick. Vossi is now pretty much 8 seconds up the road. Even if Vossi got a 10 seconds to speed in the pits, I think Vossi would still win this race. Obviously, Deep Swag is probably trying to catch up to Rabs, who's almost fallen 2 seconds behind these guys. Like, all these gaps are pretty big, so we've got like 8.5 seconds between Vossi and Snipes. Obviously, the Alpines are keeping together the entire time. Rabs is like 2 seconds behind the Alpines. D-Swag's like 3.5 behind Rabs. Tunde's picked up the first 3 seconds of this race for track limits. So that basically gives Rabs within a chance of a podium. And Rabs has bailed out of the softs. Rabs into the pits after 7 laps of the soft tyres. So they're just like, I've had enough of those tyres. So we'll have to have a look what they go on to. We'll ride on board to find out what they're going to stick on that Sauber. It looks like the medium are going on that Sauber. So they're going to try and do, what, 14 laps on those medium? No. Done 7 laps, so it'll be 15 laps on those medium tyres. That is a long way to go on those medium. Like, if you're going to pit this early, I would have put the hards on. Gunner's also in the pits. Also slapped the mediums on that Williams. But I think it's just too early for the medium. I think they should have gone hards. So RT is going to have a bit of a run on Gunner, because obviously Gunner's just come out the pits, so the tyres are going to be heating up. So to see if RT will make the move past them into turn 5. With DRS assist. I'll go for it, but late dive bomb! And contact is made, and RT almost spins round. Oh, that's unfortunate for the Aston. Tried to go for a late move down the inside of Gunner. So I would not even attempted that. Oh, this is interesting. Second place Tunde is now broken DRS off his teammate, but is 10.5 seconds behind his teammate. Behind Vossi. Oh, and Snipes is in. Snipes into the pits after lap 8. Still, I think this is too early to swap tyres, honestly. The soft tyres I thought would have been able to easily do 10 laps. Maybe even a 9. which we are on lap 9, funnily enough. So Snipes goes onto the hards. Snipes doing hards to the end. So Snipes, if they're going to come in early, that is the wise choice. Go on them hards to the end. The hards should definitely do 40. They do 40 laps. And we've got yellow flags in Sector 3. So I wonder if RT has had a collision with Gunner, or if Gunner's just spun on his own. Yeah, we'll see what tempo goes into. I assume it'll be probably the hards as well. Yep, Sir Hard Tires onto the Aston. We'll have to see when Vossi pits off these mediums. I assume Vossi will try to go to lap 14, then slap on the softs. And then we've also got Babatunde also on the medium. They'll probably pit the same time Vossi does. Snipes gets 3 seconds for track limits. And also importantly, Snipes has actually come out behind Rabs. But Snipes is on the hard tires where Rabs is on the mediums, which I don't think will last until the end. But Rabs could prove me wrong, but they will be under a lot of pressure from Snipes though. We've also got Mickey here, closing on a Jacob here. Mickey's hard tires will probably start now to come onto line, because obviously Jacob is on the soft tires and is finally boxing off the soft tires after 10 laps. Bigger question is, will Jacob get there from wing change at the same time? Is the bigger question. Is he going to get a front wing change? Yes, he is. Because he did pick up damage from the first, I think it's from the first lap when the Alpes went a little wide. Obviously now Rabs is now going to catch Mickey, who's now up into 4th place. Assume Mickey will go to lap 50. I'll probably do like somewhat like 16, 17 laps on these hards. Oh, Rabs has picked up 3 seconds now. This is crucial. Ooh, this is interesting because Snipes has also picked up 3 seconds. So we'll have to see where Babatunde comes out compared to Rabs. Obviously Tunde hasn't pitted yet. They are 12 seconds behind Vossi. Rabs is slowly catching Mickey here. So we'll have to keep on board with, we'll keep on board with Mickey. See if, well, it's not really Mickey I want to keep on board, it's Rabs really. Rabs is 1.3 now behind Mickey. Obviously brand new mediums on that Sauber compared to Mickey's 10 lap old hards. As Vossi now starts lap 11 of the 22 laps. Pretty much after this lap will be halfway through. Babatunde's into the pits early off the mediums. So I assume the hards will go on to that Alpine. There's no way that Alpine is gonna... Yeah. Onto the hards. I was gonna say, there's no way that Alpine's gonna make it to the end on a set of softs. So Mickey goes up to the podium. Rabs also gets ahead of Babatunde. And I think they might just come up behind their teammate Snipes, which is kind of huge for Rabs. So Rabs has just completely undercut both Alpines. And now Rabs is now right on the back of Mickey. Obviously, we'll get DRS assist and we'll just go flying past Mickey into turn 5 if they're close enough. Mickey moves to the inside to defend. But yeah, Rabs is now like all over the back of Mickey. Will they try and make a move down and turn us into turn 8? Nope, they fought against it. Will they try to make a move towards Puon? I don't think they will. If they're close enough, they might. Well, they looked for a move into Puon, but don't get it done. But like, Rabs needs to pass Mickey soon, otherwise he's gonna have. Not gonna think. Oh, Gunner's now picked up 3 seconds for track limits. Mickey's looking very slow here on the hard tires. Like, Rabs wants to get past Mickey soon, otherwise Rabs is gonna get under pressure from both the Alpines, who he is undercut in the pits. I don't think Mickey will. But it looks like here goes Rabs up the inside. Around thing. RT is now picked up 3 seconds for track limits. So Rabs up into third place. Obviously, Mickey will probably wait a couple more laps to go onto the softs. Oh, Mickey is now facing the wrong way out of the bus stop chicane. That is unfortunate for Mickey. Now they tumble all the way down to 6th. That is unfortunate. I think at this point, Vossi also basically has a free pit stop to D-Swag, who's in 2nd place. So when Vossi does pit, they'll easily come out ahead of Rabs. Been trying to catch up. Obviously, Snipes is catching Rabs slowly. Obviously, Snipes has got 1 lap fresher mediums compared to Rabs. And Hyundai is on the hard tyres, which will probably take. That's unfortunate for Mickey there. That's very, very unfortunate. So, right aboard of the Alpine duo, that they are chasing Rabs down for the podiums, and we'll also see what the Alpines will swap each other around for podiums. Obviously, D-Swag has not pitted yet. So they'll drop behind, probably behind Jacob. Obviously, Mickey also hasn't pitted either, but Mickey's on the hard tyres. Vossi hasn't pitted an air on the medium. I assume Vossi will be in around lap 15, so maybe do 7 laps on the softs. Maybe even 6, so it might even stretch to lap 16. They've got a big enough gap, so they'll probably easily come out ahead of D-Swag. Probably be pitting. Pit of extremists on the medium. Yep, looks like D-Swag is in. I think it's a bit early for the mediums, and we've got Rabs. I've missed this while looking at the thing. We've got Rabs off the track and into the wall. So I wonder if they've lost it by themselves or what. They've lost both end plates of their front. Both end plates their front wing, so Rabs may have to come into pits for a wing change, which is basically now taking them out of this race. Mickey then sails back up to P4 with the Alpines have swapped places again. Also, D-Swag's gone on to the hards. Vossi still hasn't pitted, has now been on these tyres for almost 13 laps. I assume Vossi will probably be in at the end of the next lap. Vossi doing the magic on those tyres, says Mona. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I think the mediums around Belgium just last. Like the mediums and the hards, I think just last forever. Where the softs last about half distance. So, well, half distance at max. Minimum, I would say they do 7 to 8 laps, which I assume, if I'm guessing right, Vossi should be in at the end of this lap. Should be in this lap, but I'm not sure. Obviously, Vossi has 30 seconds to the Alpine duo of Tunde and Snipes. Mickey's currently sat by themselves in 4th. Rabs is probably trying to catch him. Mickey's now picked up 3 seconds for track limits. That is unfortunate. Now the quite big question is, will Rabs come into the pits to change that front wing? I assume they will, because that is a very damaged front wing. And into the pits comes the Sauber. So their race is pretty much ruined. I don't know if it's a mistake of their own or what. That is unfortunate. Obviously, Vossi is like 30 seconds up the road from Alpine duo. So, yeah, pretty much Vossi has a free pit stop right now. 30 seconds is the gap to Tunde. And that gap is actually only coming down because Tunde is now starting to find some pace on those hard tyres. Obviously, they've dropped their teammate Snipes. The Snipe looks like there's going to be a double podium for the Alpine duo. It looks like Vossi probably will claim the win. Obviously, because they'll probably pit onto softs. I assume either they'll pit this lap or next lap. I'd assume it's more next lap than this. Obviously, Kimi, they'll pit towards the end of lap 18, I reckon, off the hards. They'll probably easily come out ahead of Gunner. Also chase Jacob and Swag for thing. Yep, Vossi ignores the pits, so it'll be probably the end of next lap. Vossi pits. Keep on board with keep. They'll pit this. Right, they won't pit this lap. They'll probably pit end of lap. Okay. See, D-Spag is slowly catching them. Pressure tires. Stay with Jacob. The Gunner is miles behind with seconds added on. Rabs is now slowly catching Gunner on those. RT is massively at the back. Obviously, oh, oh, Snipes has got back within DRS of his team. We'll have to see if the Alpines do the old switcheroo again. Doesn't look like it because Sundays are miles faster than the Camel Straight. I assume Vossi should be in at the end of this lap, but I could be wrong. Find out shortly. Obviously, Mick will be in laps later, I'm only guessing. Probably to swap onto a set of softs. That's probably why Mickey soft running only did one lap soft running. Fine. Yep, in comes race leader Vossi after 15 laps of those medium tyres. So just cross the line now to start lap 16. And it'll be on to the soft tyres for the McLaren man. Pretty much a fast pit stop. Two Alpines are only just coming out to the bus stop chicane now. Probably see them in the background of this camera shot. Don't. But they're just coming out of the bus stop chicane now as Vossi's going around La Source. So the gap is round about 10 seconds, I would say. And Mickey's into the pits as well, off the hards, after 15. So Mickey probably will put on the soft tyre just like his teammate. I would have thought Mickey would have done easily another lap or two. Find out, yep, onto the softs for both McLarens. The Alpines have done the old switcheroo again. Both of them are on the hards. Snipes pitted the lap earlier. The Rabs has actually got past Gunner. And now Mickey's seconds behind Jacob. Not likely to catch D-Swag before the... Well, Jacob is actually catching D-Swag here. Obviously, D-Swag is on the hards compared to the mediums. But how long has Jacob been on those mediums for? Double amount of time that D-Swag's been on their hards. The Vossi's just started on the softs. We've got Snipes, who's 7 lap old hards. Hyundai has got 5 lap old hards. Swag's got Jacob has 6 lap old, which should make the end. There's only 6 laps after this race. On the mediums. Gonna pit it way too early for the end. Rabs is on a new state, means slowly catching. Obviously, Jacob is catching douchebag, trying to take away that 4th place away from the carb. These two don't have penalties yet. Same with Vossi, whereas everybody else has 3 seconds for chat limit. So far, the biggest loser in this race is Rabs, who's lost 5 places. Got me Snipes in both games. Obviously, Rabs is right in the back of me. Probably gonna get Rabs is probably gonna get DRS or Mickey. Let's see how fast that Sauber gets past. Oh, and Jacob, as I said about Jacob not having a 3-second time penalty, they've picked one up. That is very unfortunate. Now it looks like only Vossi and Swag have not picked up seconds. Obviously, Rabs is trying to catch Miki, but I think Miki's fast in the straights. And probably has more grip due to the soft tyres. Vossi winning the fastest lap of the race at 43.7. Looks like Rabs is trying to make a move on Mickey there for 7th place. Obviously, they're right. Rabs is all over the back of Mickey, even though Mickey's on the soft tyre. But I don't think Mickey's got those soft tyres fired up yet. Looks like Rabs may try to make the move here at Blanchimont. Like all over the back of the McLaren, and the McLaren is almost forcing him off the road. Side by side as we go through Blanchimont. Will Rabs be later on the brakes up to the bus stop chicane? Nope, not even going to try it. It's going to literally push Mickey through the bus stop. Now we'll get DRS as they go up to corner La Source. Also see if Rabs goes for the move on the inside. No, he will not. The Rabs will probably wait until the next straight to go for it. Looks like Jacob's caught up to the back of the bag. And looks like he's going to make the move to turn 5, so Jacob up to P4, but will probably get dropped back down unless they drop Swag by 3 seconds. But it looks like it on board of Rabs and Mickey here, as Rabs is going to go down the inside of Mickey, down the Camel straight, up into P6 goes the Sauber driver, knocking the McLaren man down to P7. Now Jacob with the 3-second time penalty will have to gap D-Mag by 3 seconds to 4, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen. Obviously, the Alpines are back still together as they've been the entire race. I think Tunde and Snipes just have the same race pace, pretty much, to keep together the entire time. Jacob will probably try to slowly catch these. I don't think we'll catch them to the end as we start in lap 19. On 18 laps, there's 22 race. Got battles all over the field. Alpines fighting each other, and we'll have the Ferrari and VCAB fighting over place. Obviously, the 2 Alpines are going up a Rouge now onto the Camel straight. Sunday. Pull back in, go back on board of Jake. Oh, Snipes has picked up another 3-second time penalty. That's unfortunate. Gunners in pits. Tires that they thought they could take. Why? Obviously, Swag has not been able to catch Jacob. But if D-Swag just keeps 4th place back. Penalty. Have a look at penalties. The RT and Snipes have both picked up 6 seconds time penalties, where everybody else has got a penalty. Swag and Vossi not picked up a penalty yet. I've pressed the wrong button again. I apologise. Rabs is almost 4 places now. Rabs can catch D-Swag by the end, which is going to happen. Vossi starts lap 20. Vossi's about to lap RT. RT. But Vossi has a massive gap to the Alpine boys. It looks like Snipes has got past Tunde. Now will Tunde let his team get away. Rational, will these two fight over the last 2 podium places? Oh, Mickey's now picked up another 3-second time penalty for track limits. That is unfortunate. Obviously, still D-Swag and Vossi have not picked up time penalties. They're the only ones in the race that haven't. Don't know what time penalties early in this race. Snipes is trying to pull away from their team. Obviously, keep an eye on the gap between Jacob and Swag. The gap is now 1.2 seconds for V-Carb. Obviously, as long as the V-Carb can stay seconds, they will be back for place. On board the Alpine duo as they just hop in places. The only one's really fighting over a position. But I don't think Tunde is going to fight his team longer. As long as he keeps place. There's going to be a double podium for Alpine. Good. Obviously, Vossi has started a penultimate lap and has now lapped RT. Obviously, now Tunde is now over a second behind his team. And they might not do the DRS switch. Mike is actually catching back up to Jake. That's Jake. Alpine were too far apart now. Tunde close enough about the DRS. Obviously, dropped far off the back of Rabs. That is. Got right back up. Got back of it. I can keep in DRS of for the Oh, that's a big slide out that corner there for Snipes. There's a massive gap on their team. There's now just because that mistake, there's now just let their team back in. Side by side the Alpines are and Tunde second place from there. Looks like Jacob was many mistakes. I think it's just half the deficit they're behind by. Obviously, Vossi is now started the last lap as Andy's on the Kemmel straight. But obviously, we're the Alpine fight. Keep fighting over place. But I think I might these two on the last lap because these two are fighting at 4th place. Jacob does have a penalty away. So, let's see what happens. Oh, D-Strike going down trying to go down the inside at the source. Gets the power down early, gets the move done into P4, but Jacob will get DRS back on them. Snipes gets back past his teammate up into won't matter because of the time penalty. Will Jacob try to go flying past D-Twag on the Kemmel straight here. DRS is wide open, probably use DRS as well. Moved back into P4, job done. As unfortunate, so now we just go right on board with the race leader for the last sector as they come to Blanchimont. Finally, the bus stop should get across the line. Pretty much been another dominant race here by Vossi as they're going to cross the line, claim I believe their 5th win of this season and is the 5th in a row. Vossi across the line to take the Belgium Grand Prix, which now makes it 5 in a row for them. And so it looks like Vossi's going to have a very unstoppable run Obviously, if Tyler was racing today, he's the only one who could really put up a fight with Vossi. But next across the line will be the two Alpines. So it's going to be a double podium for Alpine as Tunde crosses the line. Snipes crosses the line then Tunde, but Tunde will get second because of penalties. Jacob is ahead of Swag by a second and a half, but doesn't matter because Swag will get 4 ahead of Jacob thanks to penalties. Next one across the line will be Rabs. He's like 12 seconds behind the dude. P6 for Rabs, who crashed it. Kimi will pick up P7 as they come across the line, and they're going to go over it backwards. Nice, Mickey. Thumbs up for that. And now we just wait for the last person across the line, which will be Gunner, as they're coming up to now. Up to the bus stop chicane. The last finisher. And Mickey's AI is still not finishing turning around. So Gunner up to the line, picks up P8. Wait, is Gunner the last one on the lead lap? Wait, so Gunner hasn't crossed the line yet, or what? I'm confused there, because I thought Gunner... Okay, no. I thought, as I say, why is the race not finishing there? Because I thought Gunner was not on the last lap. Was the last car to be on lap. So, there you have it. Vossi is the race winner, and then the two Alpines will take second and third. It's a good showing for the Alpine duo, and there'll be big points for them as well in the constructors. Very nice. And I don't know why it says Potter's 10 laps behind when they're F. Sorry, 20 laps behind when they're DNF'd. Vossi's your race winner. Then Babatunde, Snipes, Swag, Jacob, Rabs, Mickey, Gunner, Artie, Potter's only one not to finish. So it was unfortunate for them. So now we go to the Discord to find out what's next week, because I honestly forgot. Next week is the Dutch Grand Prix. Very nice. So we are going to the Netherlands. Oh, sorry, not next week. Sorry, it's a month away. Sorry, because we are now having a break, I believe. Yeah, because it shows the Netherlands Grand Prix is not until August 24th, 25th. Having a full month off of racing. So we'll see you in about a month's time for the Dutch Grand Prix, and we'll have to see if Vossi can continue their Tier 2 dominance as they've displayed so far. So we'll see you in about a month's time for the